Hello dear students, welcome you for transmission and distribution class. So in the previous class you are seeing the sag calculation when the supports are at equal level. Today we will see the unequal level. Before that we will see the effect of the wind and ice loading on the conductor. I told you in the previous classes, not only the weight of the conductor, apart from that the ice coating as well as wind force is also acts on as a weight on the conductor. So we can see here, if it is the places like snow falling areas where ice coating will be on the conductor, so there will be the diameter of the conductor increases as well as the weight of the conductor increases. You can see in this first figure, the central one which is there, that is conductor with diameter d, and there is a ice coating of surfaces with the thickness of t. So here now weight of the conductor plus ice coating weight is also affected. At the same time you can see the conductor is having some weight which is acts downwards. At the same time a wind from the environment if it gives the pressure on the conductor, so that weight is acting on the conductor horizontally. So togetherly we can write the weight of the conductor plus ice weight acting downwards, that is w plus wi. You can see here w plus wi is nothing but what? Weight of the conductor plus weight of the ice which acts downwards. Same time weight of the wind ww acts the vertical horizontally. So total weight is the vector sum of the w plus wi and ww. So we can give the weight of the conductor wt is equal to square root of w plus wi square plus ww square. So which gives the total weight or effective weight of the conductor, total weight of the conductor. Ice weight is given by weight of the ice per unit length, density of ice into volume of ice per unit length, density of ice into 5 by 4 into d plus 2t square minus d square into 1 for the 1 unit meter length. So density of the ice into 5t into d plus t after simplification. At the same time weight of the wind force is given by wind pressure per unit area into projected area per unit length, wind pressure into d plus 2t into 1. If ice thickness is 0 then t becomes 0, so obviously only a diameter of the conductor will be there. So the conductor itself in a plane at an angle t to the vertical, where you can see here with an angle theta will be there. So tan theta is given by ww by w plus wi, where sag in the conductor is given by s is equal to wt. Previously we have taken only w, only weight of the conductor is there. Now total weight including wind pressure plus ice, total wt. If wind pressure is 0, ww will be 0. If ice is not there, wi is 0. So totally we can call it as wt. And vertical sag is given as s cos theta. Vertical sag means what? The sag actually how it looks like. Okay, now we will see one problem here. A transmission line has a span of 150 meter between the level supports, and the conductor has a cross sectional area of 2 centimeter square. The tension in the conductor is 2000 kg. If the specific gravity of the conductor material is 9.9 gram per centimeter cube and the wind pressure is 1.5 kg per meter length, calculate the sag and the vertical sag. So given is span L is equal to 150 meter, working tension T is 2000 kg, weight wind force per meter along the conductor WW is given 1.5 kg per unit length, and weight of the conductor W is given by, see here, here it is conductor materials volume gravity is given 9.9 into 100 for it is given in gram, so we need to convert it into kg. Okay, then actually 100 is for it is given in centimeter cube, we need to make it for meter cube. Multiply by 2 is the area. So and multiplying by 100, totally we are getting 1980 grams, or it is nothing but 1.98 kg. So total weight is what? Here there is no ice, you can see here ice coating is not given, so wi is 0. So totally w plus wi whole square plus WW square, but WI is 0, only W square will be coming now, and WW square. So we will apply the two values and we will get WT as 2.48. Using the equation sag is equal to WT square by 80, we will get 3.48 meter as the sag, and vertical sag is given by 2.77 because tan theta is equal to WW by W plus WI, where WI is 0, only W is taken. So theta is equal to 37.23 degree. Vertical sag is given by 2.77 meter. Okay, like that same problems are there many. You can work on these problems. If you feel any difficulties, you can ask me. So these are the assignment to you for solving the problems which are easy problems. Okay, we will go for now. Supports are at unequal level. As I told you, if it is straight road, okay, both the supports are at the same level. But if a hill station or hill area, how it will be? One support at the downwards, another one at the upper side. So this time we need to calculation of the sag is very important. So we can see the unequal level. Two supports A and B are at the unequal level. So same L is the length of the span between A to B. It is horizontal distance between A to B. H is the difference between the levels. That's what in first case it was 0 because both are at same level. Here A and B is having some differences, so H is the difference between the two supports. And in the previous case, O is at the midpoint, the lowest point at the midpoint, but here it is not at the midpoint. So x1 is the distance from the lowest point to the tower A, and x2 is the distance from the lowest point to tower B. T is the tension in the conductor. So W is the weight per unit length of the conductor. So S1, sag S1 means the sag from the support A to the this is a sag from measured from the A to O is given by S1, that is Wx1 square by 2t, and sag S2, that is the sag from the point B to the O is given by Wx2 square by 2t, where x1 plus x2 is equal to L. We know span is nothing but total distances x1 plus x2. Now if you go for a subtraction of s2 minus s1, we will have subtraction of these two, wx2 square by 2t minus wx1 square by 2t. Now after simplification we will get s2 minus s1 is equal to wl by 2t into s2 minus x1. Now what is s2 minus s1? S2 minus s1 is nothing but h, difference between the two levels. So h is given by wl by 2t into x2 minus x1, where x2 minus x1 is given by 2th by wl, or x1 can be given by L by 2 minus th by wl. X2 is L by 2 plus th by wl. So these two derivations are important, which is either equal level or unequal level. Any one of the derivation is most commonly asked in the university examination. So please once again go through it, and you do by your own this derivation with solving the few problems. Anyhow, the solved problems are here. You can just have a glance of this one once you solve this problem. So different types of problems are there. Next, the problems on the unequal level we will see in the next class. In deeply I will explain this kind of problem. Thank you.